Hey, what's going on, everybody? Yugi for you. I'm here with an updated Battlin Boxer deck profile for you guys. This I used at a locals tournament yesterday at Rocket's Hideout. It did pretty well. It was 5 rounds, because I had a lot of people there. I went 3-2, but I don't really count the last duel as a complete loss because of the fact that I had to leave before game 2 of round 5. So, yeah, something came up during game 1 and I had to leave. So, you know, on an official tournament standpoint, I went 3-2, but as just a player in general, I felt like I didn't really officially lose. I didn't win or anything like that. So I'll just say with the deck, I went 3-1. So the deck performed very, very well, and I was quite happy with it. And I think I really this is the build I'm pretty much gonna be sticking with for right now. Things will change a little bit. Come Shadow Spectre's not really big changes. It's pretty much just gonna be maybe some change in the spell lineup. But other than that, it's pretty much going to stay the same for quite a while. For the rest of this format, and things may also go depending on what they get next format. But anyway, the next I went up against Frog Monarchs, Chaos Dragons, Elemental Heroes, TCG Stun, and the 5th round I went up against Mermails. I 2-1 Frog Monarchs, 2-1 the Chaos Dragon player. The Chaos Dragon was kind of interesting. He was using a little bit of, it was kind of Chaos Dragon Blue Eyes. It was kind of interesting. He had some Maiden stuff in there. Which, he only used Maiden really once, only a couple times on me. Really didn't, and it really wasn't that much of a problem, for me. Lost, round 3 I lost against the Hero player. It kind of sucked, but you know, heroes will be heroes. I 2-1 TCG Stun, because I wasn't dumb enough to fall for the traps. I waited it out, basically made him fall for mine. And I basically waited until I had protection or it was a good opportunity to really try to go for, you know, the life point damage. And then round 5, I was doing Mermails. I beat him game 1. It was pretty nice, really good duel. But like I said, I had to leave before game 2. And I apologized to him. I really was sorry and I hated to. Hopefully I'll be able to, next time I go over there, hopefully he'll be there and I can rematch him. We can finish our duel. Then, because I really was interested in to see who will come on top, his Mermails or my Boxers. So anyway, the deck works very well. Recommend anybody try Battlin Boxers. It's a really, really fun build. I really like it a lot. And yeah, let's get started. So first off, we have the triple headgear. Pretty much self-explanatory there. Normal summon him, send 1 Battlin Boxer monster from the deck to the graveyard. Pretty much does the plays, and he's a nice little stall card. Because it takes 2 attacks to kill him when he's in face-up attack position. Then we have the triple Glassjaw, 2,000 attack. It's just an overall good card. You basically use him when ditching with headgear, so you get back any Battlin Boxer monster you really want to, except for himself, of course. The Glassjaw actually was a big help for me against the TCG Stun matchup because it was a free 2,000 beat stick whenever he had skill drain on the field, and you know it was just a nice I can run over your. Your Rush Rhino, it's like I run over your monsters. Haha. He never really synchro summoned. I think he only synchro summoned once against me, and I had an answer for it, so which was pretty interesting. But Glassjaw helped out against that matchup. Triple switch hitter. One of the big MVP players of the tournament. You know, normal summon him, pretty much get back your Glassjaw or any Battlin Boxer monster, and just go for lead joke. That's pretty much all it is. You really want to go for Glassjaw so you can start looping. I misplayed with Switch Hitter at one point in time, which I'll talk about that as we get to the deck profile. I misplayed. It was with him and Lead Joke. I misplayed him so badly. My opponent pointed, and I pointed out later, like, oh shit, I could have done that. But misplays happen. And if I'm for the Battlin Boxer monsters, we have double spar. I prefer 2 spar over 3. It's just how I feel. Now, before anybody says I have traded 3. I didn't like him at 3, it just gets cloggy, and there are times where I don't want him in my hands. But 2 is just enough. 1, you really want to play at least 2, because 1, you never really see him. 3, I feel like you see him too much, and 2 is just the right amount. It is there to make some maybe quick exceeds, like if they T-Roar you, because a couple times against the hero player, when I go for the attack change T-Roar, it's like, okay, just special spar, then exceed summon, you know, I can't attack, so I might as well summon him. So, it's a good Battlin Boxer, you still want to try to play him. 2 Blue Mountain Butterspies. I didn't actually drop this down to 2 because 3 was getting clunky and cloggy. I guess when it was at first play at 3, it was sort of beginner's luck that I actually was doing so well with the card, but I do like it at 2 a lot more better. Some people suggested that I'll put Spar back up to 3, but I don't really like the Spar. But yeah, Blood Moon Butter Spy really good. But if you're not a big fan of Butter Spy, you can also run Thrashers if you want. Thrashers do work well in the deck. I have tried it out before. I just prefer Butter Spy. I don't know why, just because it's 7 defense, like, especially for my hands. But the only reason why Butter Spy is there's only one reason why Thrashers is a little bit more better than Butter Spy is the fact that Butter Spy does promote Max C plays. But at the same time, Thrasher's susceptible to cards like Bottom Shot Pull and all that stuff. So yeah. It comes down to what you want to do. Double Blaster, self-explanatory there. Poppy. I actually misplayed with Blaster like my first round. Like somebody was watching us pointed out that I had a lead joke on the field and I had a Blaster on the field. He so exchanged my lead joke, sacked for Caius, banished my Blaster. I forgot to search off my other Blaster so I was like, It kind of cost me the game, but at the same time, you know, I literally wasn't thinking when I did that. If the guy didn't say anything, I wouldn't have caught it at all until, you know, I probably never would have caught it. So it was pretty funny, but anyway, Blaster's Blaster. Thunder King IO. This is a temporary card. I will be taking this out, putting it on the sideboard, but I needed another monster in the main deck to kind of help replace another card that you'll be seeing next. But Thunder King as a whole doesn't really hurt Battling Boxers, since the only really card that, at least I play, that searches or, you know, acts without drawing is Rhoda. You know, I don't play Duality or anything like that, so Thunder King doesn't really hurt the deck at all, but never really saw him, and when I did, he really wasn't all that helpful. The only card he really helped against was against TCG Stun, but that was for a short time. Skillgen came up, and then that was the end of that. One Max C, that's what Thunder King's replacing, is the second Max C. I do like Max C in the deck. It really helps out, speeds up the deck through the tournament. It didn't really do much in the tournament, but again, that was with matchups, and you know how locals can be kind of sporadic, because there was 2 Blackpink players, there was a Frog Monarch player, 1 Hero player, like 2 or 3 Evil Swarm players, there's a Dragon Ruler Plant player, I think 2 Mermaid players, an Agent player, and there's actually another 2 Hero players. But one was a Dragon Ruler and it's a Hero deck, which I meant the deck profile. I meant to ask for a deck profile for you guys, but I forgot. So next time I go there, if you're still playing it, I'll definitely ask for it. It was a pretty cool idea. I never really got to see the full thing, so it's not like I can replicate it for you. But I'd rather him do it for you guys. But it was a pretty cool idea. It sounded pretty cool. But Maxi, you know, speeds up the deck. I kind of went on a ramble there. Sorry. And finally, we have Mask Chameleon. Very, very good tech in the deck. Easy get, you have Glass Shard with 0 defense, you can easily get in the graveyard. There's other cards you can use, like Thrasher at 0 defense. If you want to go with the Goblinberg build, you can use Mask Chameleon in that aspect. But it's just nice to surprise, great card to top deck, and Mask Chameleon actually helped me win against TG Stun, like the second game. It was really hilarious. So I just go, oh, Synchro Summon. How you like me now? It was pretty nice. Like that's the only time he ever Synchro Summons when he had Catastrophe, so I summoned Mask Chameleon, and I went for something in my extra deck. Which I'll show you once we get to the extra, but that's the monster lineup right there. So on to the spells. Rhoda, War Jungle Life, self-explanatory there. I don't really think I need to explain these two cards. We have Dark Hole and then double MST. I was playing 3 MST, but I took it out just for testing and put it on the side deck. I kind of like it at 2 MSTs because of one of the cards I have in my trap lineup. Dark Hole is Dark Hole. I think that's self-explanatory for, you know, why I'm playing the 1 Dark Hole. Then we have 1 and 2 Forbidden Lances. 2 or 3 Lances for Battling Boxers is pretty much key. This will help protect your lead jokes as well as just maybe loosen up any damage you may receive. Very, very nice. 1 Foolish Burial. Foolish! So, I don't need to explain that. Book of Moon. It's Book of Moon. It disrupts plays. It came in handy a couple times this game. Like, during the tournament, it really did. It really did help. But probably the MVP of this deck that was so hilarious. Creature Swamp! I was putting in 2 Creature Swamp. Now, I'm not going to take any credit for this. This was all one of my friends, Rio of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Go check out that channel. It was his idea. We were talking about Battling Boxer stuff. He showed me his build before he put it up on the channel, and we were talking about, oh, Creature Swamp would be a fun little attack, and I put it in. It worked phenomenal. I loved it. It won me a couple of games, or it just helped me win a couple of games. Like, I used it 2 times against the Frogmark player. For game 1, took his Genzo, fucking hilarious. Game 2, took his Vanity's Fiend. Didn't really last long, but it was hilarious because he couldn't drop Fader or anything. So it was really hilarious. Against the Chaos Dragon player, it helped me win game 1 because I gave him my headgear and I took his BLS. BLS and boxes, that's how you do it. So it was really, really hilariously fun. Like, the only duel which I didn't bring on Creature Swap was against the Mermaid player. But again, I only did game 1 against them, so who knows what'll happen game 2 or 3, depending on, you know, what would happen. So, definitely a really good card. Would recommend trying this out in Boxers. It's really, really hilarious. I replaced the Circle of the Fire Kings with this card because Circle of the Fire Kings I liked, but this I can really disrupt my opponent's plays a lot more easier. So for the traps, we have Warning, Bottoms, Torrential, Compulse. The basic one-ups of any deck, really. Then I have a 7 Tools of the Bandit. I actually took out an MST for this. This originally was going to be a Dark Bribe to hurt both spells and traps. But I decided to take it on in favor of 7 Tools because I didn't really want to run the risk of my opponent getting a +1 off a Dark Bribe. That would have been very bad for me. And paying on his life points is not all too bad, especially since Solemn Judgment is banned, so it's, you know, you're not paying half your life points or anything, so 7 Tools, a really cool card to have. It actually helped me out a couple of games. It helped me combat Chaos Dragon's game 3, where he tried to deck devin me. Deck devin, like, it's like pretty much auto-lose for this deck. It's like, But 7 Tools really did come in handy, and, you know, paying life points really does, you know, doesn't really hurt the deck all too much. So we have the double Mirror Force. You know, it's Mirror Force. Still the 2 Dark Bribes. Break these skills, you know, for effect negation. It's just all fine and dandy there. Then for more effect negation, we have 2 Exceed blocks. There's something random I wanted to try out, which was the Exceed blocks with breakthrough skills in the deck. It worked out great. Exceed block really did come in handy. Being a counter trap for the deck, being a war chariot, I mean, for the deck, it allows me to hit things that breakthrough skill normally wouldn't hit. Breakthrough skill is for the small stuff, like maybe a Monarch or Shura or something that needs to negate an effect with skill. Exceed blockers, they're to pretty much, you know, cover up stuff that skill couldn't really use. Couldn't really negate, like maybe like a Trag or a Gorz or a Danny or just something that this card could stop that breakthrough couldn't stop. Like, people side against Puppet Plant. Exceed block stop the Puppet Plant. You know, it's my War Chariot. You gotta love the War Chariot. So, definitely try and pick it up. If you're playing Boxers, try this card out. It's a pretty cool card to have in the main board. I liked it a lot. It saved my ass a couple of times. And there's really no costs. Like, you detach a material from an Exceed monster. Woo! There's some Exceed monsters that you don't care if they lose their materials because it's not really, doesn't really matter. So, definitely recommend trying to pick these up. They're really like 25 cents each, like really, really cheap. So you can probably find them, like if not online for a very cheap price, you can probably find like a common / rare box that I'm sure your locals probably has. But anyway, that's the main deck. Next deck, nothing much has really changed. So we have a Stardust Dragon, Scrap Dragon, and Colossal Fighter. For my Masked Chameleon, I'm running 3 level 8 synchros with just 1 tuner because for different scenarios. Stardust Dragon for the protection, Scrap Dragon for the destruction, which Scrap Dragon was the one that I was able to strike a Caster with. It helped me win the game 2 against the TCG Stun player. Which TCG Stun normally is a bad matchup for me because Skill Drain really the pain in the ass. I just got lucky game 2 and 3 he didn't draw it once, which is hilarious. Colossal Fighter, which will be eventually replaced with the Crimson Blader, and it's just here to be Colossal Fighter, so I can just pretty much go Hulk smash all over my opponents. That's the only reason why Colossus is in here as a placeholder for Crimson Blader. But I like to be prepared for different scenarios, and I believe that has helped me out. That sets me up for different problems that will help me get, that Chameleon can help me get out of. As for the Exceed aspect, we have the 3 lead jokes still, of course, your big bad fire monsters, with a number 105. Battling Box or Cestus, still a pretty good card. I always say this, I rarely do go into him, but you know he's still a good card to at least run as a one-off because it's a pretty cool card to have. And plus, you want to go with the rank up Magic variant, you know, with Chaos 105, pretty nice card to have. Chaos 105 is a pretty nice card. I don't like doing the rank up; it's kind of gimmicky. And kind of gimmicky, says the person running Creature Swamps and Fucking gimmicks. Anyway. Scalper, Blair Ninja, you know, self-explanatory stuff. 39, you know, still good protection cards. Times we need to go in the defensive. Poppy. Heroic Comics Hero King Arthur, pretty nice card. I liked it a lot. Didn't really use him all too much, but I did bring him a couple times as protection. Like, I guess maybe TG Stun or something like that, but I didn't really get to use the effect on too much. So I might end up taking him out for like when I get Lava Chain or something like that. Just because it's, you know, Lava Chain would be a lot more useful. Gemini Pearl, 2600 B stick. Graven XE block because like attachment material, I don't really care. Mage Shooks into the Gen, again, self-explanatory, it's a good card. And then my Gaga Cowboy that I finally got on that same day was actually pretty nice. I mainly use him if I need to go in the defensive and just maybe burn some of my opponent's spike points away. 2400 damage is, you know, I mean, 2400 defense is really not, it's actually not too bad for a rank 4 monster. So anyway, that is my updated Battlin Boxer deck. If you want to see the original Battlin Boxer deck that I had for the September format, I'll have a link in the description so you can check that out. As well in that video, of course, we'll link to this one. But as a whole, Battlin Boxer is a really cool deck, and this is the build I'm pretty much going to be keeping for the format. Maybe into next format, depending on what happens in the December lists and all that stuff. But minor changes will come in Shadow Spectre's Blood. Like I said, meaning spell lineup with Battlin Boxer Spirit, that spell card, which I'll definitely be getting that as a one-off because, you know, it's a nice card, it's a nice little monster born for the deck. But anyway, give me your thoughts on the deck in the comment section below, and yes, comment, rate, subscribe, and bye.